8 of the most stubborn bar owners on Bar Rescue. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Explosion. Number 1. Metal and Lace. This was the bar in which Taffer found cockroaches inside the liquor bottles, but what really stood out about this particular episode was how badly the owner and Taffer clashed. They never saw eye to eye on anything. Taffer wasn't the one who should have had to settle or compromise, but he was the one offering the failed bar with help. With all the animosity between the two men, Taffer hadn't even said goodbye at the end of the episode. Metal and Lace has since closed down.
My wife orders a drink. The bottle's filled with a cockroach and bugs. The other liquor bottles are filled with bugs.
Number 2. The O-Face left with no face. This bar had two owners who did not know the first thing about owning a bar. Not only that, but they weren't even trying to listen to Taffer's advice. It got so bad Taffer actually had to walk out just to remind them that he was serious about not tolerating disrespect. The two even went as far as calling Taffer slurs and swearing at him behind his back. When he had left, they completely revamped their bar and ignored everything he recommended, saying instead how they could use their own ideas to turn the bar into a success. Spoiler alert, the bar is coming close to shutting down.
Neither of these bartenders can get drinks out. Matt is trying, but doesn't know what the hell to do. He's burning pizzas in the pizza oven.
Number 3. Canyon Inc.'s famous canned soup. The first thing Taffer told the owners of Canyon Inc. was not to serve the customers canned soup. Guess what they are still doing to this day? Yes, serving customers soup from the can. This is as stubborn as someone can get. Even after being exposed on national television, they refused to change their ways. When Taffer checked back in with the bar, it turned out that their sales had fallen 12% and the bar was blaming the previous president, Barack Obama.
Take that food, throw it away. Throw it all away. Shut it down. Nobody eats.
Number 4. Spirits on Bourbon learned from their mistakes. This bar had a phenomenal grow up. After the owners had to suck it up and embrace Taffer, initially Brad and Steve weren't having it, refusing to listen to anyone bad-mouthing their gumbo or any other parts of their bar. As their episode continued, though, the two started becoming more and more understanding. At the end, they were much more open to advice, and in their checkup a few years later, they were doing extremely well and were making a huge profit margin.
Okay, let's get our gear, let's get all our equipment out of there. Let's hope that the next one is a bar who's worthy of it.
Number 5. Shamrocks and Shenanigans. People are always saying how fun it is to run a bar with a significant other. Oh wait, no, they are not. When Bob Isaacson brought his girlfriend onto the team, not only did it make it even harder to control the bar and the decisions necessary to make it run, it also strained their relationship, which the employees picked up on. When Taffer went to them to help, he was able to improve everything other than the attitude of the owner. The workers weren't giving him any respect, but he also wasn't acting in a way that he deserved it. Number 6. Pro Sports Bar with too many players. In this one, there was way too many managers. Oh, and none of them agreed on anything except for one thing. They all refused to listen to the owner. This was a difficult one for Taffer because there were so many people in charge and the owner had little to no power. While the owner wasn't incredibly difficult, what made the episode worse was how hard the managers were trying to get their way. Taffer's suggestions were going in the one ear and coming out of the next. These low-ranked managers thought they had more information than Taffer and thought their own ideas were going to do great things to the bar. Unfortunately, 10 different people had 10 different ideas.
That they're common sense ignorant. They can't get a slice of pizza to a table without a 10-minute discussion.
Number 7. The Original Hideout Brothers. This was kind of sad. The two brothers that owned the original hideout owed hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and the stress was really getting them. The third brother seemed to be so anxious, he ran away from production. Nevertheless, the two brothers didn't want Taffer to do anything he wanted because they thought his ideas weren't the best. These siblings were completely in over their heads and Taffer was stuck in the middle of three peoples who were not able to keep their bar running. Number 8. Schwanky Bubbles into Sheer Philly into Schwanky Bubbles. When Taffer left here having done some great work, everyone had high hopes for this bar. Unfortunately, the second he left, the bar had renamed themselves to Schwanky Bubbles after agreeing with Taffer that Sheer Philly was a better name. Slowly, they undid everything Taffer had said, taking their bar from the salvageable to the worst of the worst. Unsurprisingly, they closed the bar very soon after this episode. I wonder how many lives may have been had they kept Taffer's ideas. Taffer has had to deal with a fair share of difficult people. If these bar had listened to him instead of trying to protect their egos, they may have survived. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the two videos that are on the screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.